All right, everyone, welcome to Skip the Ads. My name is Ben. I'm the host today. With me, as always, I have my second host, Bradley.
Hello.
We have our special guest. We have Samii.
Hello.
And we have Bek.
Hi.
And this is the first episode of our filmed one, yes. Filmed one, the new film series.
It's the first time we've ever filmed the Skip the Ads show. Like, we did try to do that trailer thing once and that.
Didn't really...
Nobody wanted to watch that.
No. We did get a lot of feedback about the show. A lot of people wanted it to be filmed. So
yes.
Bradley's put a lot of work into the lovely set that you can see, and there's a lot more stuff that you can't see. So it looks really fantastic. So job well done.
Are you talking about the fact that we're not wearing shoes?
No one's wearing shoes.
Yep. Okay.
I'm wearing shoes.
Samii's wearing shoes.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
See, this is why you're not the main host anymore.
Yeah, no. I've been fired from that. Okay. Do you want me to take over here?
Go for it.
Okay. So we're just going to talk about like what's been happening in the last 2 months, trailers, that sort of stuff. Pretty much we've been gone for 2 months now?
It's been a while.
Last host with us was Giffo.
Yep. And that was a good episode. Episodes.
Episodes. It was weird. But anyway, we hope you're happy wherever you are, Giffo.
Right.
Moving on. So movie releases since then, we've had some pretty good ones. I wanted to pick out some that I thought you'd like. Mm-hmm. The Meg.
Yes. Yes, The Meg. So,
who has actually seen The Meg?
I haven't, but I still want to.
Samii?
I haven't.
Okay, so a lot of these movies we're probably going to know more than these two.
Probably.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to actually hear Ben's thoughts on The Meg.
It wasn't too good.
Why do you say that, Ben? Let's elaborate on that.
Yeah, I was going to. So it was based on a book, which was a really good book. It was a novel series.
That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it had a good foundation, which it could have pulled from. But with most transitions from book to film, a lot of the groundwork was lost in favor of just mindless action. And you've got Statham in it. You've got a giant shark. You've got lots of people in the water. It's kind of like Jaws on steroids, I guess. But it was just lacking in so many areas.
Megalodon.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can basically see the ad for it. You can see the trailer, and you can pick the whole storyline from what you've seen and save yourself the $12 of having to go see it at the movie.
Okay, well, I've watched the trailer, so that's
Well, you could. That's the movie.
Have you read the book?
So that's why I was so pumped for it, because I knew the book previously.
You read it in like high school, didn't you?
Yeah, I read it. So it's been in here for a long time.
Aww.
So I was very excited.
And then he hears Jason Statham's and he's like, yeah,
yeah.
This is going to be great.
And it wasn't great. So if they're going to do a sequel, which I don't know if a sequel is in the works.
Well, I don't know if it is or not, because if I remember correctly from the original book, the shark got killed, but there was babies.
Yes.
So that kind of led into the sequel. Dun, dun. Of course.
Pretty much.
It's like the ending of like Placid or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
remember
giant
that.
croc's finally dead, and then it's like, yeah, and then there's like at the very end, old lady just feeding these little crocs, and you're like, what?
That was Betty White though. So like,
come on, Betty White. Yeah, feed those crocs. But yeah, no, it wasn't the greatest film in the world. It was just kind of showing off that Jason Statham was an Olympic diver in his career.
Yeah.
And they're just like, let's just show him diving over and over and over.
And if you're into that, you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, but he doesn't even get his shirt off.
Yeah, he's in a wetsuit for most of it.
Yeah. So, guys, would you go for Jason Statham if he was in a wetsuit?
No.
No? Shirtless?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I feel like we could make a better film, Ben.
Probably. That'll probably happen at some point.
Just rock up on set. I think Jason Statham should be shirtless. Okay, we've made our money back. So that was the main one that I really wanted to get your thoughts on, Ben, because you did not seem happy about it when we talked about it.
Yeah, and it's happening all too often these days. It's better to go to a movie with really low expectations, so you at least walk out of it going, well, yeah, it wasn't as bad as what I thought, but you're not as excited anymore because you've got this feeling that so much that's coming out isn't that good anymore.
This could turn into a big discussion with everything that's wrong with society.
Yeah, we're not going to go down that route. That's a podcast. But in general, like, there's been a fair few movies that have come out. Like, there's been an Eli Roth film, he's one of the greatest horror directors that are out, but then he's making family films with the house with the clock in its walls.
Yeah, the Jack Black
makes
one.
no sense whatsoever. But I really want to hear what you guys have seen in the last kind of 2 months, Beck and Samii. Who wants to go first?
Samii wants to go first.
Samii wants to go first. What do you think you've seen in the last 2 months?
Well, the only thing I've seen is The Nun.
The Nun?
Yeah.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that?
It's just a typical horror movie, like heaps of jump scenes. You know, it was scary but predictable at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is really quite sad. But they're just playing off from the Annabelle and the Conjuring movies. Like,
Yeah, because Conjuring was what started it all, right?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
Annabelle's on its, the third film that's coming out soon, I think. So really, it's kind of like beating a dead horse at this stage, is it?
Pretty much. They're just trying to get more money from that franchise.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the trailer was terrifying. Do you remember when we watched that trailer here?
Holy crap, yeah, we watched the trailer and we got the shit scared out of us.
I was like, man, the trailer is that scary. You're not going to get me to go see it.
No.
But I'm a wuss when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, true.
It's not saying
I
much.
love being scared.
You guys, I feel like we're being really emasculated right now.
For sure.
The two girls are just like, oh, scare me. Yes. We're just like, no.
Let's talk about the Bigfoot movie, please.
Hey, that was a good movie. Smallfoot,
that's the one, yeah.
That was a great film. It had Common in it, Channing Tatum, Zendaya. Nobody heard about it beforehand.
No.
I was probably the only person at the table that even knew about it.
I did
Oh, you did?
because at the Eka when we went, there were costume characters there, and they had to dress up as the characters to promote the movie.
Oh,
around
were they really
the Eka.
tall and big?
Oh,
Had
they
big
were
feet?
so freaky. They made me very uncomfortable.
Were they big feet?
They had big feet, yes.
Good.
That's a good thing. They did it well.
They did.
They didn't just do the whole Smallfoot thing. Just pretend to be a human. So Beck, what have you seen?
The only one that really springs to mind, I can't remember because my life is a blur, but I saw The Predator, the new Predator movie recently.
Yes.
I've spoken to you about this.
Yeah, you haven't seen The Predator?
I haven't seen it. I want to.
Have you seen most of the Predator movies?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've seen all the way up to, The Predators, which was the one on their home planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we go into this, are you fine with being spoiled about some stuff?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's all good. It's
Cool.
not like I'm going to cry myself to sleep now.
Well, you probably would if you'd seen it.
Yeah. Oh, that ending.
Yeah.
Is it bad? Really?
The ending's a bit.
But that's the thing, what they do about movies is like they push it and push it and push it and then it just burns.
Well, here's the thing. They're sequel baiting at this one.
They're what?
Sequel
they
baiting.
do.
So they're trying to get a sequel out of it.
Yeah.
And that was the worst thing I have ever seen. Legit, the worst thing. It had the makings for such a good film too.
Yeah.
It had I can't even think of his name right now, but the guy from Logan with the robotic hand. He was the main evil dude in Logan.
Was he hot?
He's attractive.
In my opinion, I'm not sure.
Yes, is the answer.
The main guy?
From The Predator?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's hot.
Okay.
Okay, there you
Super
go.
hot.
I'll keep that in mind.
Outside of that, you had wow, I'm blanking on everybody's names from that movie.
Key from Key and Peele. Or Peele
Yeah, Key,
from-
Michael Key, Thomas Jane, who played the original Punisher.
the girl from Olivia Munn.
Olivia Munn. Some of these amazing actors and actresses. Olivia Munn, if you're not sure about her, she played Psylocke in the recent X-Men film.
Yes.
Apocalypse with the giant cyclone.
Oh, yeah, he
blades.
is hot.
We're just
But-
clarifying the hotness of the lead.
Oh, don't worry. We'll put a picture of him up on the screen for the viewers as well, just to make sure that they know how hot he is, I guess.
So he looks scrawny there. but in that one.
He was jacked up. He was a military dude.
But they pretty much took the whole Predator storyline and kind of just went, you know what? Let's change it all.
Yeah.
They're not hunting for sport. They're hunting to upgrade themselves. What? What? Apparently their spinal fluid helps them evolve.
How does that work? I just feel like...
Yeah, the whole scary part of, the originals was, when they kill someone and they'd stand up and they'd have this spine in their hand and they would scream and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And it was, they're hunters, this is their trophy and this is, how badass they are.
See, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it terrifying. Did you get scared from that?
No.
How old were you then? This was last week.
That's why I was late today.
Oh.
Just working up the courage to come here.
That's fair.
I don't like to leave the house at night anymore.
You just hear that crackling sound that they make and you're like, nope.
I walk up the stairs here and you've got a little laser pointer on my chest from the window just going...
And then, they just kind of changed the whole story and then they'll... without trying to be offensive, like I know we've been offensive a few times on this show, but...
Have you guys ever not been offensive?
No.
No.
Anyway, their idea is like this new Predator's idea is like, I'm going to take the next best human in this thing. And then he's like, I'm taking the autistic child.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So they make out that autism is the next stage of human evolution. So it's not viewed as a disability.
That's a good call. I did like that. But then going, we're going to make all our predators autistic. What?
And the way it was done, they didn't really explain a whole lot of motivation for it. It was like, all right, here's this piece of information, just accept it for what it is. And if you were just there, to see mindless action, you probably could have gone, oh, okay, yeah, fine. But if you're, looking at the story and what drives the plot, it was something that you kind of went, okay.
Yeah, somehow this kid who is autistic can somehow decode the entire Predator language within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He's like, I am smart.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's Predator dogs.
What?
There's Predator dogs.
The dogs.
There's dogs that for some reason, if you shoot them in the head, they become friendly.
Yeah. It was like it was lobotomized from a gunshot.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
And they've got the dreads that the Predator have. The dogs have the dreads as well. So whether they all just go to the same hairdresser place and get it all done.
Is it like a human and pet grooming place?
Yeah. So the Predator's like in the chair with the thing on its head, and the dog's like in the next chair with the thing on its head.
And they both got the towels around.
Yeah,
them.
and they're reading like Spinal Fluid magazine or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
They've got like the wise man like doing their hair, full like barbershop style.
And like the full like long painted nails and everything.
Yeah, of course. Next thing you see them in just the hair helmet thing.
Yeah.
You can tell we know everything about hairdressers.
That would have been a better Predator movie.
I would definitely have paid money to go and see that.
I would have gone and seen that.
On a more positive note, there were some parts of it that were very funny.
Yes.
Okay, the thing that saved that movie, I 100% will say Michael Key and Thomas Jane. Mm-hmm. One was what had, I can't think of the name of the...
Tourette's.
Tourette's, yes. Thomas Jane had Tourette's, which
Sorry,
was
that was
absolutely...
a tick. I didn't mean to say.
Yes. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. And Michael Key was just on point with every joke.
Yeah. Well, that was what they had him on board for. If he didn't fire in that role, it was kind of like, well, what's the point in having this,
the comic relief.
Yeah, this really talented, comedic actor if he wasn't going to, get those laughs happening. So, yeah, he did a great job.
Okay, but let's just talk about the ending.
Yes, the end.
The ending. Where they're like, let's sequel bait it and go. There was the Predator. There was two Predators, by the way, Samii. Just so you know, there was two. One was a good Predator.
He was trying to help.
He was trying to help the human race.
Why?
Because apparently we're going extinct. Global warming message.
He was a conservationist. Oh, bless him.
Yep. And so he was bringing us a device that was going to help us protect ourselves against the evil predators.
Which was everyone else.
And they decided to call it the Predator Killer. And it was a suit that looked exactly like a predator when you wore it.
The predator.
What you're feeling right now, I was sitting in the cinema just going, what? Okay.
And it's just like this. It's like
a gauntlet. Yeah, it's like just a gauntlet.
There's this scientist who goes, "Oh, what's this?" And it attaches itself, and it just covers his whole body.
It's like Iron Man style.
Yeah, like Iron Man style. And he's kind of standing there, and then like all the guns come out, and you just think, "Oh man, like is this guy about to like just lose control?" And just
that would have been the greatest ending to that movie.
And then it just switches off, and he's like, "Whew, well that was fun."
Oh, the general quip at the end was just, "Oh, what is that? It's my new suit. Does it come in a 43?
Yeah.
What?
It was like throwback to 80s action movie line.
I'm just like, okay, Arnold, calm down. Okay, let's move on from the Predator because everybody knows how we feel about that.
Wait, no, I want to say one
one
more
more
thing about the ending. We can do spoilers in this podcast.
Well, oh no, I don't think we can do spoilers at all. Samii hasn't seen it.
Okay, so the thing that made the least sense to me was this whole time in the whole history of the Predator and Alien movies, the Predator.
We don't talk about the Alien vs Predator movies. No.
It's connected. The Predators kill instantly and take the spine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So why in the heck did they take the kid and keep it alive in the spaceship? Why wouldn't they just have killed him on the spot?
Because they weren't going to kill the kid until he killed everyone else. It was his trophy.
But again,
No. Doesn't make any sense.
It's the best answer I can come up with.
Okay.
Because that would have been the obvious choice. You kill the kid straight away. The father wouldn't jump onto the spaceship to try and save him because he's already dead and it's too late. But no, he took him away. He's like, I'm going to take this and show my mates.
That would have 100% made the movie even better because you know what the plot would have been at that stage? It would have been like he was attacking the Predator because the Predator just killed his son. That would have been insane.
Yeah.
Way better.
And this is the plot. This is why the plot let it down so badly. These are ideas that we're just talking about off the top of our heads.
Yeah, but these are movies that we want. Doesn't mean that the rest of the population want it.
I think most people would want a Predator movie where they're based in a hair salon and they're all getting their teeth.
Yeah, no, that's 100%.
I really love that.
See. No, but really, when it comes to these movies that are getting remade, it goes back to like a conversation I had, episode 3, which was like nostalgia and how everything is being remade nowadays. It's like, if you're going to remake it, just make it the way we want.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's going to make another Predator movie, remake it as like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's just out in the middle of the woods. Predator starts attacking. Got an action film. You know what I mean? That's Predator. Not, we need a storyline that's about evolution and climate change and it starts going a little bit of the wayside. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, we don't want to bring attention to any of those important issues. Definitely
No. That's not my point. Because when it comes to the Predator, you're not going in for a climate change message.
Yeah.
You're going in for, I want mindless action.
It's time and place for the message.
Yeah.
Not every movie needs a political statement or, in this case, conservation message. Time and place, and it's not in a Predator movie.
That's my thoughts on it. That's Ben's thoughts, but I guess we can move on from there and let's not cause any arguments in our comments. Okay, so since then we've also had like heaps of different films come out as well. We've had Kevin Hart's new film Night School come out. Nobody's seen that one. I don't even think anybody even heard about it.
I heard about it.
Of course I've seen it. I've seen every film.
And?
So there was other movies
Okay.
But really, like, overall, there's been some interesting ones. There's been some really bad ones, as we know. But really, like, that's what you get with every couple of months and that sort of thing, right? But let's go into TV shows for a second. Ben, has there been any new TV shows that you've been starting to watch?
Not really. We just finished watching the second season of Big Mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is so good.
Yeah.
So
Started
good.
the second season yet?
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
And you seen the first one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, did you like the second season?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Especially like with all the new hormone monsters and things like that.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Beck is excited.
It's really
Should be,
good.
yeah. Well, for all the stuff that you loved in the first season, like, you know, how gratuitous and how it didn't hold back from anything, there's one to basically, you know, keep going with that and then adding more to it.
See, that shows a good like a good storyline though, where they know what their audience is.
Yeah.
Like Nick Kroll and that know what they're going for.
Yeah. And it's been ages since I've seen like an animated show where the voices are just that funny on their own. Like the script is dynamite, but it's just funny, you know, hearing them say, you know.
Yeah, because shows like I guess Rick and Morty and all that, they try to go that a little bit too far with the voices.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like throws it like,
Yeah. And this one is, you know, because we've all been through that, you know, awkward growing up stage.
Yeah.
And it's just thrown back to you in such a funny way.
It's such a personal story that you remember.
I don't think there would be anyone who would like not be able to click with it on some level. There's kind of something for everyone.
Yeah, I remember my hormonal monster.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Ted. I don't know where to go with that.
Well, touche.
But okay, so you've seen Big Mouth season 2. You've seen Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Beck, has there been any new shows that you've started watching?
I started Maniac.
Maniac. You haven't finished that one yet?
I haven't finished. I watched the first 2 episodes, and obviously I'm not hooked to the point where I binge watched the whole thing, but I was very, very impressed.
So have you guys seen Maniac at all? Like even seen the trailers for it or anything like that?
Me and my housemate started to watch it, but then we were so distracted by like house chores and cooking and stuff.
So it seems to be, from what I'm getting here, not a show that hooks you.
No, it's just like we were both told that we had to sit down and actually watch it where we were doing other things.
So you're forced into it.
Yeah.
So it's almost at that stage where it's kind of like along the lines of Twin Peaks and that sort of stuff, where you can't really just be watching it in the background. It has to be you sit down,
you have to
watch
focus.
it, and you focus.
But I didn't enjoy that movie either. Well, that show, sorry.
You didn't like Twin Peaks either?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I feel like these sort of shows aren't for you then.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Bradley.
You literally just said you didn't like them.
Yeah, I'll just see like Samii on the couch like, all right, here we go. You know what's going to be really good to do? Vacuuming. Yeah. Let's get the vacuum out.
Funny fact, I don't vacuum at home.
No.
Yeah, we have a robot that does it.
Oh, you have a Roomba.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, actual Roomba?
Oh, I think it's like an Asian version of it.
Oh, even more high tech. then.
Wow, way more high tech.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wait, is that racist?
of course it is.
but it's true.
Okay, Beck, no, I've already asked you about what shows you've been watching, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Who haven't I asked?
What about you? Have you watched any TV shows yet?
I just started watching the 3rd season of The Good Place.
Oh, The Good Place.
It has Kristen Bell in it, Ted Danson. Pretty much the basic plot is that they've gone to heaven, and Kristen Bell's... Well, if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to tell you, like, the first season is kind of she's gone to heaven and wasn't meant to. She actually replaced somebody who was meant to go.
Do people die in this?
Well,
It
Well,
kind of
they already
sounds
are
like
dead.
that's the gist.
they've gone to heaven.
But like, is it like gory? Is it like a horror? Or is it like
it's very much a comedy series.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a comedy series that's on Netflix. Yeah, and it's one of those shows where it kind of shows what reality kind of could be past this life, I guess. Yeah. Especially if you don't do the best of things. But other than that, I've just started watching, because we've only just gotten season 5 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Netflix.
Yes.
I've only just started watching that. Doctor Who only just started coming out, and everybody knows I'm kind of a Doctor Who fan. So
Are you?
no,
You're a Doctor Who fan.
I'm not a Doctor Who fan at all.
Are you really?
Not at all.
Oh, I thought that was an Indiana Jones hat.
No, this is Doctor Who.
Oh, I didn't know either.
See, nobody knows number 4.
Yeah,
Put it back
sorry.
in the wall.
I don't watch those shows.
Can you get an Indiana Jones?
What do you mean by those shows?
It's shows that go on for like 50 years.
It's going
Those
for
kind of
50.
shows.
5?
You're right, I was so off.
Hey, I saw the 50th anniversary in cinemas. I was pretty happy.
Were you the only one in that cinema with your little hat on?
Yes, he was.
I can't remember. I may have been wearing the scarf as well, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's got a scarf, doesn't he?
That's 12-foot scarf.
Oh, 12-foot scarf.
Yeah.
Does he have a very
Just
long
any
neck?
scarf.
Is that...
Yeah, he's like a giraffe.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, every time he goes out of the TARDIS, he has to like crane himself. But outside of that, there hasn't really been much I've watched TV show wise either. I've been basically just trying to catch up on as many movies as I can in the last few months.
What about You Haven't Asked Me?
Whoa! Did I not point out that I asked who haven't I asked? And everybody was like, we've asked everyone.
No, not everyone was like that. Ben just turned to you and said, but what about you,
Yeah.
Bradley?
Oh, yeah.
Ben, you threw me off. Okay,
it's all Ben's
TV shows.
What have I been watching? That I Am Killer
Oh, yeah.
crime TV series, which is pretty cool.
Are you massively into crime shows?
Yeah, I love them.
Okay. Have you watched American Vandal?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Do you know the concept of American Vandal?
No, I don't.
American Vandal is take your classic like making a murderer sort of crime show and that sort of thing and parody it.
Okay.
The first one, I can't even remember what the plot of the... Oh, no. There was like a dick bandit. He was just painting dicks on everything, and they were trying to... And somebody was wrongly convicted of it in the school. And it was all about these two kids who wanted to work out who was the actual person who was drawing dicks.
It sounds
It's a great show.
interesting.
And then the second season, completely different story.
Yeah.
Those two kids again, but it's all about a current criminal who's out and about, who pulled the ultimate prank where he put laxatives in everybody's like food in the cafeteria, and it was like a shitstorm, literally.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen the video. Yeah.
So that's the current story,
Yeah.
and the main photo on Netflix that you'll see at the moment is just the poo emoji.
Sounds lovely.
It's an amazing show, and I recommend it for everyone.
Okay.
Well,
So continue with your criminal shows.
I've also been watching Catfish.
Catfish.
It's not new, but
No, that's fair.
it's, I guess, new to me, and it is the fucking best.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
can you describe it for us? Because
Okay.
I feel like, has anybody else here watched it?
No, I haven't seen
No,
it.
okay.
All right. It's a reality TV show, right, on MTV.
Is it about
So,
catfishing?
Not like catfishing people, so not
Yeah.
actually going out and catching a catfish,
Yeah, not a real-
like a fit
Oh,
actual
then
fish.
I'm not interested at all.
Oh, so Jeremy Wade doesn't host it? I'm not interested.
No.
Okay, so go back to your story.
And it's people that go online that form relationships with people for like, they can do it for 6 months to 5 years to 10 years, and they want to find out if this person is actually who they say they are in
Yeah.
their photos. And generally it's not. Generally it's like some hillbilly, that has no teeth, that's
This
really
continues to
overweight.
remind me why I don't do online dating.
But the thing is,
You
people
don't have to catfish people.
people are in these relationships for 5 years and they've never even seen them.
Oh, really?
So why would you be? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why?
I kind of guess, in a sense, like if we don't, we're going to go away from movies and TV shows for a bit. Let's talk about the actual implications of catfishing. I guess the people that would be so focused on 5-year relationships and that are the people who are just that lonely that they just need some form of company.
And
Yeah,
that's okay. Like everyone like gets lonely and everyone wants to talk to someone. But if someone's not wanting to video chat you, Skype you, so you can actually see what they look like, they're not who they are.
But
And that's fucking weird.
These people might just want to have that whole, I guess, reality in their head. They'd rather just not know.
Yeah.
Because why else would there be like call lines for like girls and stuff like that to hear what they're doing to themselves when you really know it's just a person on like this chair in a cubicle.
You can actually make some really good money for that, hey? Not you, but
Really?
like girls.
I don't know. I feel like I could pretend.
Well, let's hear it then.
Hi. Oh, they hung up.
I want one he's having.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. That was the best I could do.
But yeah, it interests me because I like people watching and just why someone would put themselves through all this drama.
So having this show, so I'm guessing those are the sort of shows that you go for.
Yeah, so I obviously like a lot of like criminal shows, horror. I do like Catfish, but I don't really like reality TV as well, which is interesting.
Oh, so you're not going out there going, yeah, Bachelor's on.
Oh no, I can't stand that shit. I don't. Yeah,
Big
not a
Brother,
fan.
yeah, sign
Not a
me up.
fan.
Big Brother. When was the last time Big Brother was on TV?
I think the last season I watched was in 2002.
Oh, wow.
No, but I guess the reason those shows even exist are for people like yourself who just want to know the inner workings of somebody's mind.
Yeah, and that's a lot of like the reason why I really like crime shows is because it's so interesting to know why people do the things that they do.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going, hey, I want to bang that serial killer like a lot of people for some reason think.
And that's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like Ted Bundy, he had so many girls wanting to marry him. You know, he had girls crying when he was executed. Like there was all these girls out the front of the prison crying because he was getting murdered. He killed over 30-something women. You know, he hit them over the heads. He like raped women, but women were out there crying because he was getting executed. I do not understand at all.
Well, this got deep on a movie and film podcast.
Well, the interesting thing is they are making a movie about Ted Bundy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Zac Efron's going to be Ted Bundy.
Oh, really?
I heard about this actually.
Yeah,
I'm going to cry when he's executed.
I'm sure he's not going to look exactly like he does in like Baywatch.
I feel like you could put him in any costume and he'd still look good.
No, but I think the reason why they picked him is because Ted Bundy was a very attractive man. Like he actually did his own, what do you call it? What's the word?
Makeup?
Tinder?
No, he didn't have Tinder back then.
Sorry, MySpace.
No, he represented himself in court.
Oh, so he was his own lawyer.
Yeah.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah, he was just like such a smart man and he didn't have a bad home life. Like there's so much more to him.
So what you're saying is if Zac Efron murdered a whole lot of people, he could go into court and he'd be like, let me off? And they'd be like, he makes a good point.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately for Ted Bundy, he didn't get let off. So...
But they were all going, he's making a good point.
Well,
let him
the
off.
judge actually said to him he would have loved to have him as part of his team, but because he chose a different route of killing people, obviously he had to go to jail.
A different route of killing people, like compared to the normal way of killing people?
No, because he chose to kill people. Like he didn't, he was going to be a lawyer. Like he should have been a lawyer and he would have been a really good lawyer. But
Makes sense why he represented himself.
Yeah, and because he decided to kill people,
That's fair.
But yeah.
Well, going back to movies and TV shows, I'm actually interested in this now for the simple fact that you brought up like what your favorite like sort of TV shows and that are, and it's interesting to find out what people are very interested in. So what I'm going to ask Beck is what's your favorite sort of show? Like what are you interested in? I'm going completely off topic now. Let's just continue going.
Good.
She's shocked. One's about dinosaurs. I watched Barney once. Continue.
Did you want me to answer the question?
No.
Move along then. I really don't know. I really like fictional crime that's based on non-fiction. Just because it's a little bit more interesting than just like, and these are the case files. And
Okay, tell me. What's your views on this? No, just continue.
I was getting ready.
Tear me apart.
I saw you like getting up and I'm just like, I better stop this.
No, that stuff's good too.
It's just opinions, people. Let's move on.
I don't know. I like stuff.
So you don't like The Simpsons?
I like stuff. The Simpsons. Let me think.
Have you ever heard about The Simpsons?
The Simpsons. I don't know. It rings a bell.
I don't know. I feel like something about her makes me think that she likes The Simpsons.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It's subtle.
It's very subtle.
It's subtle.
But I can't tell what it is.
Ay, caramba.
What's The Simpsons about?
It's about this guy named Fry who goes into the future. Oh. Wait. I might be going through the wrong show.
And he makes friends. He makes friends with an elf, right?
Yeah, elf.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ben, favorite type of TV show?
You didn't even let me finish.
Oh, you want to finish? I'm sorry.
I said
I'm just cutting off everyone tonight. I'm sorry.
Like The Simpsons. I like stuff that makes me feel things.
Yeah.
What kind of things?
Sounds like
They make me laugh really hard or cry really hard. That's top notch.
So you want feelings?
I am so numb.
So like dramas and things like that.
Everything and anything, as long as it's.
So you just want something. Like when we were talking about The Predator before, and like mindless, numbness action. You're like, eh. But you want something that's just like.
But it made me laugh a lot, so I liked it.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so just anything that provokes a feeling.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's really sad.
Okay, can I move on to Ben now?
Please.
Okay, Ben. You're gonna wrap this up because I think we're nearing the end of the episode.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Sure. Well, yeah, similar to Beck. I don't know if I've got a favorite type of TV.
Wait, similar to Beck in the sense of
lots of
fictionalized crime.
Lots of different things.
No
We're not going
fictionalized.
back to fictionalized crime. No, whether it's something funny like your Family Guys, your cartoons, or something a bit more serious like your Game of Thrones. If it's a good show, it doesn't really matter what its type is. If it's good, you're going to watch it and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, mix it up.
So pretty much anything.
Anything.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm not going to go into what my favorite TV show is. I'm pretty sure everybody knows already.
Doctor Who.
It's Star Wars. You're just like, damn, he caught me.
I was going to say Star Trek Next Generation.
Who would ever watch that?
That's the joke.
It's Voyager all the way.
Joke.
Anyway, okay, we're going to end the podcast there. We've been going for like half an hour now, and I'm pretty sure we went really off topic from what we originally started with. So anyway, that's been Skip the Ads. My name's Bradley.
Ben.
I'm Samii.
And I'm Beck, and they're back.